Hello there. Hello there.
So Fantastic Sherlock Fox got us for Christmas, and it's the lovely Lego box. I'm just going to pull the mic back. There we go, it's a little better. And open up the box, and you can actually see what's going on in the box. So welcome on in, ITT Tom. Welcome on in, Raiders. You've gone from Minecraft over to Lego. So today we're going to start working on the very large. Sorry for the lights. Very large Lego Orient Express. So there are a lot of boxes to this one. Yeah, it's huge. It is absolutely huge. And I forgot to start up my cheaty chat. There we go. There's always something. Hey Frog, how you doing? So let's sit back up and say hi to all the Raiders. All right. So good morning to you, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. Good morning, Benson. Always good to see you guys. Poor DC is stuck at work and can't watch the stream. Actually, he said he might have it on in the background. We'll see. So with no audio. Well, I'm not very good at the audio anyways, so he's not missing anything. Welcome on in, ITT Tom. Thank you for bringing your crew. Hello, Yellow. Always good to see you. And Froggo and Wolfen. Yeah, it's going to be a big one. It's huge. So, yeah. What else did I miss? Yeah, it's. We'll see how it goes, because I don't actually have a place to store it yet, so we'll have to figure that one out as we go. But first things first, I need to open it, which might help if I actually got the scissors. I was going to use my camp knife to open it, but unfortunately, used the camp knife last night for fire lighting and forgot to bring it back out of my backpack. So, you know, could be things. Hello, Minneapolis Mel.
Hello.
Poor Frog has a bad migraine. Yeah, that's fine. No worries, Froggo. You do what you need to do to take care of your migraine. All right. So in the box, we have lots and lots of bags. And I have to find bag 1, so this will be interesting. Apologies for the ASMR of wrinkly bags. Somewhere here, we have the manual, which we may not need, but I'm going to have to crack it open and see. Okay, so I'm just going to start tossing bags on the floor, and you're going to hear a lot of noise, but we'll count them. So we got bag 4, bag 5, 18, 11, you know what this is, 9, 15, 16, I'm looking for bag 1, 6. Good to see you, Mel. Always great to see you. Happy Friday. Something, I don't know what that is, so I'll put it over to the side. 13, 2, okay. So you can keep track of that one. 23, so we'll be at this a while. May not be all in one sitting, though. 19, 8, 1. Okay, good. We found bag 1. I think there's only one bag 1. We'll have to switch to the Lego scene and find out. Lego. So as you see in the manuals we go through, they have some really neat background pictures, and they introduce you to the guy who designed it. And then they talk a little bit about the history of the train, which we'll be touching on as well. Lots and lots of that history stuff. And they show you how to use a brick separator. Score. I don't think I really needed instructions on how to use a brick separator, but hey, if they want to do it, I'm not going to argue. All right, so it looks like we just need bags 1 and 2. Alrighty, so there isn't like 12 bag 1s, which is nice. There's bag 1 and bag 2, and where do all projects begin? They all begin with knolling. So let's switch over to the Lego scene and get started. Knolling and sorting, sorry. All right. So you can see there's the train at the bottom there is where we're going to hopefully end up at some point. And that's the aim for our project today. And then we've got the instructions up in the top. Yeah. Well, I mean, why use the printed instructions when you've got the digital ones? It just helps keep them in good shape. So I have to move the tail. Ooh. Apparently my microphone was dirty, and I now have yogurt with dirt in it. That's okay. We'll put it to the side and grab it later. All right. So the sorting part's always the most fun. There you go. There'll be a lot of mess on the floor. Wheels! Okay. I probably should not open that yet, because it wasn't numbered. We'll set those off to the side. It feels weird to be sorting in front of you guys, actually, because often I do a lot of that off camera. And DC and I were talking a little bit, or we've been poking a little bit on stream, talking about printing 3D bins for sorting. So these ones are gridded. They're from the series of Gridfinity bins that are free. So for those of you that have access to 3D printers, they're really, really handy. And we have a minifig to start. Awesome. And another brick separator. You end up with an awful lot of brick separators doing these things. Sorting, yeah, sorting, woohoo. So some of these pieces are just so big, there's no point in sorting. Or as in, like, no point in binning them, sorry. I'm trying to think. I am wired because I'm excited. And I'm a bit shorter. Oh, Oswin. I'm thinking about changing Oswin's name a little bit, just dropping the bodder part of that. It was a nice joke when I started, but I don't really need it that way anymore. Okay, so we have a lot of these ones, which screams track. So I bet you we're starting with the decorative track. All right. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is build it as the instructions say, and then we're going to eventually add extra characters, somewhat like the ones DC had pointed out last night. Whoops, I need to head. So that we can actually have enough for the Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express, but I won't be too picky about changing the interiors of the train. There are real things on the train that are not in the books and vice versa. So there will be some things that are not the same. And today's stream will have times that are fairly quiet just because there's not a whole lot of point in chit-chatting about things that aren't moving, aren't actually doing anything. I'm just going to move these even further out to the side, just so I can get these ones off screen for now. Makes it a touch easier for you guys to be able to see the geek outs and questions of the day and so forth. All right, so we have one little minifig to start, which I will show you guys. Let's see, Louie. There, she's kind of cute. All right, now can I get the focus back down here, please? Maybe? Maybe, come on, camera. Get one of those fails, cover, and come back. There. All right, so our minifigs, we're just going to stand them up over here by the keyboard. We have a couple little yellow pieces, and then a lot of black ones. Ooh, and a letter. Okay. Sometimes I work better with other bins. Set that one over there. And these ones can go green. All right. So we are starting off past that. Let's see, they do want the large panels. It's these ones. And we're putting a couple of the blue connectors on the bottom. All right, next step. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So it's this one, and there should be another one of those somewhere. This one. There we go. For the long ones. There's very chill music. It's the work from home feel good focus. So it's the list we've been using for quite a while, but there really wasn't a whole lot of point in doing something jazzy. So if you guys are not working and feel the need to curl up and have a nap, by all means. All right. Then we need 8 of these. Just go down the length. But they skipped the first one. First 2. 1. Interesting. Just jumping up to the previous section. And it looks like I had forgotten to put the center ones in, so we're catching up on this. Apparently I oopsed, but that's okay. It's recoverable. When you oops on step 2, it's pretty bad. But if it's fixable, then that's fine. We had 2 named vehicles for Pixar yesterday, so I'm just going to flip the geek out and flip the question of the day. There we are. It's when you oops on step 2 and don't catch it till step 10 that it becomes a problem. Definitely. Definitely. Okay, step 5. 6. We have a lot of little cross beams. 22 of the little pieces and 10 of the long ones. Okay. That's these. So basically it's a make a pattern, rinse and repeat. Pretty basic. And I know the lighting isn't great, so give me a quick second to kick that one up a notch. Overhead scene. Properties, let's kick that one up a notch. It's not ideal, but it does work a little better. We can see a bit of what's going on into the black hole. All right, so we've got too many lights. That's why I'm sort of overlit, but things will reflect as they choose. So hopefully we won't be at the track for too long. Normally I build up against a black mat. I've got a large IKEA. I guess it's supposed to be a desk mat of sorts, but with a city skyline on it. And that's hard to work with when we've got so much black and so much dark blue in this set. But the other mat I often use is actually just an all black mat, which doesn't help us much today at all. While the black train track will look good when we're done, building it is not great for you guys to see just the way the lighting works. Right. Not speaking from experience at all. Well, it's funny you should say that, actually, because Fantastic Sherlock Fox just recently completed the Stranger Things upside down set with the house and stuff. And due to the lighting in the room and his color perception, there are a few pieces that he's pretty sure he's used the wrong color in a different place. So then later on had run out of that color. And we bought a few replacement parts, but not a whole ton. Because we just figured out what went wrong, and it was so far back in the steps that it was not worth it to tear everything apart. And most of the changes you can't see, but there's a few, but they're not glaringly obvious. So he just decided he was going to leave it. All right. Now, technically, this is actually my second favorite train set, but Lego's never actually made the other one. So what I mean is my second favorite train. My first favorite would actually be, I'd have to look up which one it is, but it's sort of one of the train routes that would run around England, because there's a fairly famous shot of Sherlock Holmes, well, not shot, but drawing of Sherlock Holmes and Watson on the train, heading from one spot to another. And one of the things I think would be interesting as well would be catching the train that used to be the London Tube to Baker Street Station back in the days when it actually used to be a steam train, which would be incredibly bad for your lungs because they still did have some underground tunnels. So you'd be running coal-fired smoking steam trains underground, and you know that's not great for your lungs. Okay, so we've got track. You can sort of see it a little bit in the glare. And let's move to step 7. Okay, so step 7 is having me just set this aside temporarily, and we're building chunks to go on the ends. So it goes right across. 1. Oh, they're building backwards. I hate it when they do right to left. I mean, if I was a lefty, maybe that would be fine, but... I suppose I could go left to right once I know what the pattern is. But... we were watching videos last night a little bit about... one of them was about Lego builders who choose to take the instructions far too literally. And so things like when sometimes you'll get a Technic set that will show you a Technic bar as the first step, and they want it to just stand, or like they show it to you vertically, and that's the step. Just quite literally just grab onto this bar. And some people have tried things like balancing it just to see if it would actually stand on its own, simply because they wanted to see if they could take it that literally. There's other ones where they show you, 100 pieces of something or other that's supposed to end up getting dumped in, say, a bulldozer's bucket or something like that. And these people have actually gone and followed the instructions on the picture and just laid them out on the table. And they're like, well, that's what the instructions said to do. Like, really? Come on, guys. Hit that one. We need another one of the blue connectors. Goes under this end. 2 times, okay. I'm doing it my way. Which isn't any different than the picture anyways. You can start to see the section up top in the light, and then this section is actually more reflective because of the fingerprints on it. I need to slow it down. The coffee has made it in, the yogurt did not, and so, aside from the dust, so I'm a little wired. It's kind of funny, but that's okay. Besides, I'm looking forward to getting onto the train part of it. That's part of why I'm excited. The tracks are cool, but they're not official Lego width tracks, so I could not take this train and put it on Lego tracks and have them go running around. However, there are designs set out there, or available for free, that allow us, if we wanted to 3D print some tracks, and that's a possibility as well. Okay, I'm going to assume the next step is probably, to connect them all together. Let's put this one on that end. Oops, wrong way. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. In the picture I couldn't really see the blue piece hanging off the end, but I guess it is the same both ways. All right. Then we have more of the support rails. And more of the little flat, clear, I don't know what these things are. Oh, bot. And I'm actually well aware that we'll get at ebbs and flows of people in the stream today. partly because, let's switch to the other end, partly because I know CJRV Williams is up right now, as well as local brick shop, who's a Lego streamer that I quite like to watch. So me doing Lego on a Friday in this window is full of competition, but that's okay because I'm doing it because I want to, and it's fun. And if you don't do something because it's fun and it becomes feeling like a job, then you shouldn't be doing it. Well, at least not calling it fun. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go that way. Yes. Okay. Great. Oh, bag 2 already. That's odd. Oh, might help if I actually do the last step. Okay, going to set this piece aside for a moment and open up bag 2. It's supposed to be 4 big panels and 18 little rails. So there's another bag loose in the box that has more panels because I don't have all of them here. Excuse me just a second while I go spelunking. 17, 3, 21, 7, 20, probably this one. Okay. That was no name. Okay. And then last ones were 12, 14, 10, and 22. There. Box empty. All right. This is another one with the large panels. Four panels, and we need 18 of these rails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're partway there. Another box that seems to, or another bag that has no name on it. Two, 4, 6, 8. There's the last 8. Okay. 18. Got there. All right. So you got those ones and bag 2. So bag 2 has a bunch of little panels and 2 baby bags. So let's see if we can get our blue connectors out first. Throw that one around somewhere. More of these flat things. We got a lot of rail. What am I making? Do you see the train at the bottom of the stream? That is the Orient Express. It's a little one right down by my wrists if I stick my arm in behind it here. Yep, that's the Orient Express from Lego. And it starts with an awful lot of dark track. And by the way, welcome on in. Pleased to meet you, Edge of Human. Curious to know what it was about the stream that caught your attention. The stream is kind of I never know what it's going to throw for a thumbnail, so I don't know what people have, what they see. I'm looking for a stream. But I'm opening up bag 2, and I'm a sorter. Not everybody does, but I do. I'm quite the sorter of Lego, just because it makes it easier for me to find all the bits and bobs. But I'm bad because I throw things on the floor. 2. So I've 3D printed a bunch of bins that you can see on the side there, and sorry for the glare, everybody. Got just the one of those. All right. And there goes the bot advertising the Discord again. Just searching around for crafts and stuff. Cool. Yeah, no problem. No problem. You're welcome to drop in, drop out, whatever works for you. I just realized I have a really stupid title because I didn't actually change the title. There we go. Fantastic Sherlock Fox was totally on it. And yeah, my go live was completely busted, but that's okay. Thank goodness we have a good Fox. Streamer bot English. Work lurk, chill. Okay, we're good. Oops. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have room for one more. Excuse me, just one sec. There we go. Yeah. All right, so we're back-ish. Trying to sort. And let's put that up here. Yes, I am actually. I'm from Western Canada. I'm actually in southern Alberta. Well, sort of southern Alberta. From Cowtown. Been here my whole life and decided that I would start streaming while the kids were in school. So yeah, it gives me something to do that I enjoy. So the kids have a half day today, which means that about an hour and a half from now, I may get slightly distracted as they manage to come home. Geek Out has been switched. Topic currently is Disney's Pixar animation. Name 2 characters who are or wear blue. Way down Southeast Canada or way down Southeast US? Awesome. We visited down there quite a long time ago. What do Canadians do when they end up in the southeast part of the US? Where do we go? Predictable, right? Oh, DC area. That's not too bad. I've never been to DC, but Fantastic Sherlock Fox has, for sure. For work and such. That's a nice area, from what I understand. Can be a little rainy, but nice area nonetheless. Okay.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's a beautiful part of the country. Hey, Zerk. Good to see you. All right. So the instructions are tiny in the corner, but that's necessary. You can see the little man in the bottom. It's teeny, 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 weeny. He's right above my thumb, and he will progress across the bottom as we get moving. So you'll see the gray line on the alternate pages. And that's just because that's the other half of the book, so it would be stapled in the center. Center, yes, center. Center, whatever. My English don't worky. So how is the fine Zerk today? It's Friday. You could say that. A lot of us up here, we're terrible at our geography. I will be frank. We are absolutely dreadful when it comes to geography. But we don't have as many to memorize, so that helps. Sunny out? Well, that's good. That's the west part of the country. Thank heavens we're not knolling till our heads fall off. Okay. Oddly, not right now. As in, it's not normally. Zerk, you're better at it than that. Oddly, it's not cold right now. It should be, but it's not. February usually is known for ridiculous deep freezes, as in, like, we get crazy minus numbers, to the point where, like, we're almost the same numbers as the US. So right now, let's see, what does my watch say? Oh, that's Canadian. Okay. No, it doesn't have the US numbers. It's going to catch my weather app. Where are you here? Boop. Boop. Okay, so where I am right now, it's about 44. So that's not too bad. In Celsius, or in science units, it's the 7 degrees with it feels like of about 3 degrees Celsius. So that's not too bad. Okay, flip this over. Okay. What the heck? Oh, this way. So it's not as cold as it could be. I live actually in a city, but you're right, the wildlife is quite nice up here. It's not that far from the mountains, so I could easily drive into one of our biggest national parks called Banff National Park. It's about, what do you say, just an hour and 15, hour and a half maybe from here. We do it in kilometers. So our highways are usually approximately about 100 to 110, although some sections in the national parks are like 70 kilometers an hour. So I'm trying to figure out what that would be. I don't know, I can't remember. One of the mods, or anyone else can do it, !convert, and then space your number, and then space again, MI, and just hit enter, and it should actually convert to US, to miles. That's the theory anyways. It used to work. I don't know if it'll keep working. My keyboard's like way across the other side, or I'd do it, so. Okay, flipped over, we need a blue connector. Very true. Very true. Actually, there's quite a lot that are from up here. Comedians mostly. Or at least the ones that I can recall. Although, unfortunately, for better or worse, Shatner's from Canada. So, you know. If you're not a William Shatner fan, then he's from Canada. If you are a William Shatner fan, then he lives in the US. There. That seems to be about the size of it most of the time. Right. So we're working on rails for some unknown reason that we have a million rails. Oh, one dots. Okay. Normally I'm pretty fussy about how things go to be straight, but these ones I could spend all day being fussy about them. Yeah, it seems that a good number of the comedians are from Canada. I'm not quite sure why more of them are. But we've got, oh shoot, I'll never remember who it is. We've got a few more action-oriented actors as well. Oddly enough, Canada actually, they do film a good bit up here. We've got some movies were done actually in our city, some television shows as well, and then quite a bit of Western themed stuff is filmed in our province as well, usually closer to the mountains though. They did things like, Lonesome Dove and so on, and years and years and years ago when the Olsen twins were young, they did a movie up here as well. Which, by the way, I don't recommend. Yeah, the movie How the West Was Fun was an absolutely terrible movie. All right, then roll on through. Step 20. Okay, so slide this aside. Grab one of these big plates. I want 2 of the little pieces. Oh, more track. Yay! I think we're going to spend all day doing track today. That's not fun. I will go till we at least start something that's not track for a change. We get movies and TV shows shot here as well. A lot of western desert scenes are shot in southern Utah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, at least it's nice to be outside of Hollywood. Like, there was a time where just about everything was shot in California from end to end. And occasionally they'd go as far as Nevada, but that's about it. Whereas now they actually do go further. So it's a toss-up to whether or not to have the mic close, and you guys don't hear me all that well, or whether it's farther out and then it's in shot. It's one of those things I don't usually think about when normally I play Minecraft. So yeah, mic can be anywhere as long as it's not in the main part of the shot for headshots, like the little face cam in the bottom. And most of the time for face cam, I usually have it auto green screening for me. But I turned that off today because it's Lego, so why not show the Lego shelf in the back? You know, makes everything busy. I think it's, now that I think about it, I think it might be Ryan Reynolds is from Canada as well. 1, 2, 3. Which goes next to the other one. Okay, no surprise there. I can see at least Lego's trying to vary up the order that you're doing things so that it isn't horribly repetitive, but we're getting some repetition. Surprise, more track. I can guarantee not all the track is going to fit on the desk. That's for sure. For sure and for certain. Excuse me, itchy. Gee, does that look familiar? We rinse and repeat? All right. So we built from the right, now we build from the left. Let's see. So I'm thinking about 2 Pixar characters who are or wear blue. I was going to say Sadness from Inside Out would be blue. I'm trying to figure, there's got to be at least one Toy Story character that's either blue or wears blue. Bo Peep, maybe? Little Bo Peep, I think, wears blue in that one. So we can roll a geek out. So we've got 3 films based on comic books. Any 3 films based on comic books. This one should be fairly easy. Her crook is blue, I think, but she wears a pink dress. She used to, but then when they went into Toy Story 4, she actually stripped off the pink dress and was wearing a set of like lovely blue bloomers. Okay, and then this one goes on. Oops, side it. Yeah, that's part of what caught me, was they very much had changed up her color. She's much more of a go-getter type of girl in that one. Okay. Pick that. And that one. And now we're into a lot of the flat rails. I'm sure it'll look good when it's done. Comic book movies. Top of your list are Watchmen, V for Vendetta, and Hellboy. Ooh. Yeah, I appreciate that you avoided a lot of the obvious ones, like anything Marvel Cinematic Universe or the DC Universe stuff. I mean, they've got plenty of Superman movies and plenty of what do they have? Fantastic Four, I think, was the other one. Because of course, there's clearly all the Spider-Man, Black Panther, Iron Man, Batman. That's DC though. Like mix and match. Ooh, we actually have a reason for something else for a change. Was I supposed to do this twice? Wow. Okay. So, let's leave that for a moment. Set this aside and rinse and repeat. So how far back do we go? Good grief. Come on. Let me go back farther than 12. Nope, not that one. There we go. Okay, so back to step 10. Yay! Rinse and repeat. And while you enjoy the MCU, you try to go outside the box. I do love me the OG Superman with Christopher Reeves and Batman with Michael Keaton. Yes, definitely. I'm actually quite glad that there was never a Batman movie made with Adam West. It's not that his Batman was terrible. I mean, it was really of the time, right? But I don't think, even with a muscle suit of the later style, that Adam West would have been able to give it the gravity that a lot of the other actors were able to. All right. I actually quite liked Christopher Reeves. I don't know. It would have been nice. I mean, if he hadn't had an accident, it would have been nice to have an older Christopher Reeves do, a cameo in one of the films. But unfortunately, as many are aware, that's never going to be the case. And it's also why just about any sport that you can imagine is dangerous. Doesn't mean we shouldn't do sports, but just we have to accept the fact that things could happen that end the rest of your career. You haven't seen The Flash, have you? No. Adam West's Batman was super campy, and I love it for that, but yeah, I would. No, I didn't see The Flash because I'd read some of the comic books and enjoyed them, and had seen the trailers for The Flash and decided that it was so cheesy that I was going to skip it. Yeah, it was high on the cheese factor. Same vein, I actually am one of those people who has not seen Deadpool. Nor do I intend to. Not one of those characters that will ever have turned my crank. Yeah, cameos of Superman by both Reeves would have been super nice, but unfortunately not to be. This one. Oops. I want you to put these on before I flip. I'm not sure what difference it's going to make in the end anyway. Whether I put them on from the top or from the bottom. Oh, I see. Yes. But an able-bodied Reeves would be a whole different kettle of fish. I mean, that's one of those ones where potentially, as much as people complain or as much as the actors are unimpressed with the AI-generated stuff, I think situations like Reeves, for example, would be one that I would love to see a little bit more AI used. For example, if one could actually have an AI version of Christopher Reeves voiced by actual Christopher Reeves, I might actually be willing to watch something like that. I mean, as long as he's not the main character. So if they put him in a group scene, so say for Superman and Batman and whatever, like they do the MCU style grouping up, I would probably watch that. Just because it it has opportunities there. It's sort of like how we've brought dead characters back. That's a little bit disturbing, but with approval, it can be done well. I mean, Ghostbusters, Harold Ramis was a good example. But I think also for actors who have situations like Christopher Reeves, or there was a chance that it was going to be Harrison Ford after his plane crash, that AI would be a possibility for them to be able to, in essence, continue their career. Because these days, as voice acting goes, you end up in video games and stuff, and while that's great, it's a different audience, it's a different crew, and it's not always to an actor's taste. They even had a brief bit of the never-made Nicolas Cage Superman as a cameo. Ooh, not sure I'd like that one. Please tell me Nicolas Cage wasn't the title character. That would be rough. Yeah, I'm glad that was never made. That's awful. Like, extremely awful. You know, Nicolas Cage is good in a lot of movies, but not that. I can't help actually picturing Con Air with Nicolas Cage and then adding a Superman cape. Like, that just would be really weird. Yeah, some Lego collectors are really fussy about fingerprints. I'm not one of those people. So you're going to see fingerprints on the flats. I might have to put on the flash at some point, just put it on in the back while I'm doing something else. But I've got enough backlogged YouTube videos of other sorts to that I don't end up catching enough people's VODs in Twitch. But I don't know if I'm going to bother putting Flash on the list of priority items. It was kind of scary, actually, when I was going... Like, not scary, but when I was going to Ireland last summer, I did a bunch of download from YouTube to my phone. And then my phone started saying, "You're getting close to full." And I was like, what on earth? How can my phone be close to full? It's never close to full. Well, yeah. It was all those YouTube videos I had. Oops, I missed the clip. You wouldn't recommend I bother with the Flash. Excellent, then I won't. I enjoyed it quite a lot as a comic book character, but maybe it's one of the ones that's best left as a comic book character. I mean, there was some I would like, some sort of hero movies I would have loved to see more development out of, but I understand why they didn't. For example, I never actually got to see the Black Panther, but I would have loved to see that type of character go a little further. And unfortunately, that was not the case because, of course, not a great thing to be doing when your actor has passed away. But at least his reasoning, as far as I know, at least the situation there was nowhere near the same as poor Heath Ledger, who let some characters get to him, and he may have already had his own challenges in life. But method actors run a risk that I think a lot of other actors don't when they try to basically be that character for the period that they're acting it and have trouble turning it off. Some claim that's part of the problem with Johnny Depp, was that while he takes on, or used to, I guess, take on rather weird, messed up characters and would actually method act be them for that period of time. And I don't know how anybody could stay married to him, regardless of the fact that his other half had her own issues. But I think somebody being, Edward Scissorhands for 6 months would drive me up the wall. Yes, some people think Jack Sparrow is the be-all and end-all, but frankly put, I don't think I could live with him for the duration of the filming of those movies. Okay. So, click in, and then we put the straights on the sides, and that should be the end of this repeat. Honestly, I actually I like the Harry Potter movies quite a lot. If you could not tell, the majority of the Lego in behind me is Harry Potter, and I like the Harry Potter books quite a lot, and so forth. Bit of a nut, but I actually, hindsight 2020, really wish that they had switched actors earlier on, and had never had Johnny Depp in it, because the guy who did the third one, whose name temporarily escapes me at the moment, was amazing. And I would love to see him as Voldemort more, or not Voldemort, sorry, as Grindelwald more. Why is that one sliding? Happened on the other one too. Yeah, it's not really locked in. Okay. I would love to see that more, but unfortunately, it's not likely to ever happen because that whole series was canceled. But I think it also would have been cool to have a retro with him doing Grindelwald right from the start. I think that would have been awesome. Because he did a far better Grindelwald than Johnny Depp. So it looks like we have a bit of a stopper buffer. Oh, come on. There, okay. Yes, and expected. It connects into the long piece we had before. Okay, I'm going to try and do that on camera, but no guarantees it's going to work. Because this thing is getting huge. Let's just ditch that. We'll see if we can get it on. It's going to hide in behind the face cam for part of it, just because this thing is so big. There we go. So I do have a tape measure here. I know it's going to go off the desk, so I will just stick these two pieces together and then give you a rough measurement of how big this is actually going to be. Actually, I'm not even sure if I could make it fit on the desk at all. Let's see, we've got it. Okay, it's stuck together. So I'm going to, oops, squish the lady. I'm going to pull out my tape measure and just see how long this part turned out to be. Oops. But there's a slight warp in the measurement, so we're a little bit off, but we're looking at approximately 46 inches long. So that's a little big. At the moment, definitely no place to store it. I'm just going to have to set this part aside once they let me, and see what they want next. Oh, there's more to it. We get to put those rail things on. Okay. Where do they go? Ah, on the lifted bits. Okay. Let's see what I can do here to make that actually work on this desk. A little bit more distance there. We'll do what we can, but it's not going to be perfect. I've got geek out stuff on the other walls, so we'll try. So I'm at 18 of these rails that need to go on the track. So I'm going to start off camera and then we'll come on to camera as I can reach them. They're kind of interesting though. They actually have little teeth on them. See, can I zoom the camera out a bit? Configure. Okay, so we can get a bit more distance, not much. You're seeing a little bit more of my messy desk. Ready. You're gonna chew your fingers up pretty good. Because the desk isn't flat at the other end, I'm actually having trouble getting the rails on. I mean, for one, we've got the scissors that we had earlier still sitting on the desk. Come back again. The other way. Neat looking rails nonetheless, though. Oops. And the last one, way out to the far end. Okay, Lego, what's next? Uh-huh. Bag 3, okay. So, can I move this part? It looks like we're going to be baking a train car. Yay! So I need to... let's stack up a couple things on the side here, and then I can see if I can get these rails to go down the side desk here. This one. Move that. Move the book. Tablet. Okay, so 46 inches going down the other desk. That's pretty big. Okay. Bag 3. I have to go hunting, so give me one quick second. There we go. And they want 2 of these red tile things. Okay. Wrinkle, wrinkle, wrinkle. Ads stink. Ads are terrible. Right, this thing's far closer to my face than usual, so if I get super loud, please do let me know. I think we're okay for now. Do. Okay, a little bit more sorting here. Got some squares. These are different sizes? No, they're all the same. You can just go over there. Oh, we've got printed pieces now. Nice. So this will be the restaurant car, I think. Okay. But when we get there to actually use the printed pieces, I will show them off. Okay. That. This one. Does that guy have a head or hair? What's in the bag? Okay. Two, 4. Let's put them over here. Gold pieces. There's weird random gold pieces from the last one that didn't get used, so I'm not quite sure why they're still there. Maybe I missed a step. I don't know. Nope. And that one's printed. Oops. Sorting is the most exciting content of the day, right? Wrong. Oh, these have, oh, that one's got a number on it. Nice. No numbers on those. Nope, number on this one. Oh, fiddle. Are they all go the same way this time? Nope, 2 one way and 2 the other way. One lonely piece. All right. Then some little bits. There's tiny text at the top there, and they're talking about departure from Paris. It was the, what was it called? The Venice Simplon Orient Express. So you would start, and you would leave from Paris, and go to Venice, and then after that, actually, there was a further trip, and they would actually go out into Eastern Europe. But a lot of the times that portion was not taken. The wealthy to-do were often getting off in Venice and then switching over to travel to places such as Cairo and like in Egypt and Greece and so forth. Let's put that one there. It's lonely. 2. And things that I only have one part of. Might as well just throw them in the dish. Okay. So let's see if we can get this zoom back a little bit closer and work on the next section. All right. So what do? First off, we start here and we take this one and throw it on the end. Now we're at least building a train car. I have to move this again so that I can actually see what's going on. There we go. That cold I've had for the last week or so seems to be coming back again. So I don't think I'm going to have major coughing fits, but there is definitely a lot of drippy throat clearing stuff, so I do apologize if you guys are hearing that. Okay. So we're taking the black, adding an edge. One of these, and then snapping it on the ends. Oh man, I'm loving this. I know it sounds crazy, but even this early in this stage, I can start to see the shape of the train, and I'm loving it. All right, and then the 4 circles. Oh, and I didn't build the minifig for this one. So we've got a semi-balding old guy. Because he's not semi-balding, he's just got like Albert Einstein hair. Let's throw the camera. Come on, buddy. There we go. He's cute. The gal that we had before had a double-sided head, but hers was more like a pained, freaked out expression. Wow, we are an hour and 15 minutes, and we have our first person here. Thanks, Terrier. Welcome on in. We're just chilling today and building part of the Orient Express train. Good to see you.
Greetings.
Greetings, says the bot. One of the things I do like about the streamer bot that I love working with is when it says hello, like I can pull a random one from a file. So I get greetings or hellos or whatever, which is great. But some of the other streamers who have much higher viewership than I do often use the same sound over and over and over again for their auto greetings, which, I mean, well, that's all, you know, useful, I guess. It just doesn't, it feels very samey. Okay. Then the 2 sets. Wow, that's a slow bot. Oh, thank you very much for catching the shout out. I appreciate that. Me? Organized? Never. I even have a button for that and I keep forgetting to use it. If you're not following Terrier Darts, you really should be. He does quite a variety of games as well as coding on stream, and is one of the developers in behind extensions for StreamerBot. And so he's the one that has developed the games that we use here. Not all of them, but the Hangman and the Countdown games are definitely his babies, and I quite like them. All right. So let's flip this one over. And we've got that one over here. I've done something weird. I can feel the warp in it, like it rocks a bit. So I'm not sure what I didn't press in properly. Could just be Lego for you. Sometimes they just do warp. Okay, so I've got that one and one of these little things. I swear this looks like a seat, so it probably will be later on. Right, so now we've got curved pieces and straight bits and flat zones. Lovely. Where does that go? 1, 2, 3, 4. Flat zone. I'd love to be able to show you what this is going to be, but I'm not even sure. Just getting everything sorted. You need to be up early tomorrow morning. Yeah, I guess it's late, pretty late for you guys over there. It would be roughly... It's not horribly bad, though. It's 6:15, so that could be worse. But I mean, if you've got a busy life with, you know, family in the house or whatever, then things just seem to get away from you. And it's worth it to plan ahead. There we go. And 2 of the verticals. What are we doing next? Oh, a lot. Okay. Let's start with the brown ones. Yeah, these look like they're going to be chairs in the dining area. Let's just pull them all out, because I'm going to need them all anyways. One, 2, 3, that way, and then back to back. And 2, 3 flats. Oops. These trays are great, but sometimes they're hard to get things out of. There we go. 7 a.m. tomorrow. I need to get a train. Ah. Yeah, I can totally understand that. I'm usually about the same, unfortunately. We've been talking about trying to get our sleep schedules back, but I'm not helping Fantastic Sherlock Fox rearrange his all that much because, pardon me, I stay up late and he stays up late with me. And then we get to bed. I mean, we're earlier than you, but still not healthy. Not a healthy spot. Okay. Oops. That looks like it. Okay, now I've got 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got a numbered one on this side. 1 block in. You can see the little gold number down there. And then a stiff one Then 2 blocks, one of these. Keep hitting the camera, or sorry, the mic on the way by. Apologies for the thumps. Supposed to be, oh, I was supposed to be 2 of those. I couldn't find them because I didn't put them together. Get that. Then rinse and repeat in reverse. There, and an unprinted 3. And then the numbered ones goes on this end. Oops. I'm kind of glad they're building the layers up as we go. Some builds will have you build it so that you actually would get the box of the walls and then all the interior, or all of the interior and then the walls, and it's just difficult to work around the parts being built up too high. All right. Looks like we've got that section. Yay! Okay, so we've got 2 of these, and then I will show you the printed on the Orient Express logo piece. It looks pretty cool, actually. You get to do it twice. Oops, that's on the top. All right. It'll give me something to hang on to when I show you. So as we come up to the camera, boop, so you can sort of see the Orient Express logo up there. I think it looks pretty cool. And that's going to be on the side of the carriage. Right, so there's the logo installed. Oops, we can put some light on that. You can see we've got the carriage number down at the end. Kind of cool. And now we have more of the printed tiles, so I'll show you those again once we get them installed. It's the 3, not the 2. I also like how they've offset the sides so that they will lock in properly. All right, so same thing on both sides. So I'm not going to bother showing the second side, but we've got, there's the first one with Voiture Restaurant. Come on, logo. There we go. So Voiture Restaurant, you can see the number and then the train. Okay, now we're into the gold. Yay! Nice gold bits. You can see where the doors are going to be on the design of the car. It's going to be further down, but they're starting to put in some of the elements of decorativeness. Put 2 and a 2-piece. I'm liking this gold ring around the outside. The bins that we printed from Gridfinity are not meant to be used for Lego, so it's sometimes there's a catch on the edge that just it's hard to work with. Okay. 1, 2, 2 by. And when one compares the picture of the original design from the Ideas creator to the way it came out, the carriages turned out virtually the same, but the engine is quite different. So we'll discuss that change when we get there. Bag 4, woohoo! Okay, so we have pieces that were never really used. Why are they doing that? I don't understand. I'm just going to scroll back real quick and make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, they're giving us... Oh. Old dude gets a walking stick. Okay. And I obviously didn't put something in the gal's hand from the first one. Oops. Load, please. What does she need in her hand? Oh, okay, so she's a writer or something. So she gets the letter in her hand. And I guess that's a pen. That's little gold bits. These are hard to show. Yeah, it's like a pen or something. She gets that. Interesting. Oops. All right, so now we're back to bag 4. Let's roll our way through. Okay, we're on to bag 4. So we'll set this train up here. I have to go spelunking, so I'll be right back. There we go. Bag 4 and a coffee pause. Look, I've got a hair or something I just inhaled. Yucky. All right, more trash. Okay, let's start with the big bits and then get rid of the little bits. One of those this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Sorry for the back glow. Hopefully get that gone fairly soon. It's different. A lot of those. 2, 3. Okay. This isn't one of Dadcraft's servers, but Dadcraft definitely is someone you should check out. I guess I missed an auto notice that I should have cleaned out. Gonna have to start sorting out and having a Friday set of commands that run automatically versus the other days of the week. One, 2. Oops. A lot of little gold bits. Okay. Right there. Building one of those. And then some flat tiles. Yay! Okay, let's get the little ones. We need some more spaces. Two, three, four. Sorting is never the most exciting part, but it makes you feel accomplished sometimes, as cheesy as that sounds. Take this. It's got a lot of the random bits I probably don't need. Put those in. Oops, in there. Will be one I'm going to need. I've just dumped it in willy-nilly. Smart. Then I've gone and clipped my fingernail so I couldn't get it. There we go. Let's put it over there. Alrighty. They're different. There. What? Wait. Okay. Floor. All right. What do we do this time? Let's move these out of the way. That just goes right. You two are going to be in the way. All right, let's build. Let's build. There we go. I can't believe we're on bag 4 already, but I mean, it seems to me fast. On the other hand, it certainly isn't because of the fact that we have 20, what did we say, 23 bags, I think? I might have seen more. I only remember 23 at the moment. All right, so we're on 42.3. 42.4, I suppose, which is a 2-block wide bit with 2 little flat ones on it. This Zoom is not great this week, so I'm going to go with it, but then we'll see if we can get a little closer next week. I'm being picky because these aren't squared up. Come on. Square, darn it. They're sticky. There we go. That's better. Now can I get them off? All right. Got an arch. And a sandwich. With one more little bit on the end. Okay, you go square, please. No, of course you won't. There. All right, roll that off. That goes over here, I guess. Pardon me. 8. Where did I put that one? Okay, we can do the verticals. And I'm having one of those where did I put it moments. So I'd only seen one of the flats. 4 dot flats, and now I need another one. Because that is rather important. There we go. 2. All right, and then that goes on the end of our train on this side. Now we can see we've got our doorway starting to appear. And the opposite end, we got flat and brown. Two times. Okay, well, I have to figure out where I put the other one. Aha, there it is. Oops, I missed the sandwich in between. Little thin piece. There we go. That's better. Okay. So I'm laughing at the artist for this song. The song is actually called 11-11. And the artist is Sarah, the instrumentalist. Apparently she's from California, according to her little bio. All right. We need 2 little squares on the bottom. I love it how LEGO designers managed to figure out how to use some of the bricks to make custom heights that fit with other pieces without having to get custom printed pieces. Little things I would not have thought of. Oops. But apparently, I can't seem to put things on properly today. There we go. So we've got our doorway with 2 of these L-shaped bits on the side. Bracket things. That probably would have helped make everything a little more solid. We've got our doorway starting to appear. I will say I'll give Lego credit for the fact that they actually are putting little red bands around the placement of parts in the instructions, because sometimes in the older sets they just put the pieces on and you had to figure out where they go. And this one's complicated enough that it's easy to miss a piece, especially little 1x1 thin sections. Ah, we're into stickers. Okay, so I do have to open up that box because I'm pretty sure the stickers are inside the package. Wow. Okay. We've got two separate sticker sheets. We're going to use part of the brown one right now. But just for curiosity's sake, guys, this is how thick the manual is. You'd think they'd make it in two pieces, but they didn't. They made it in one. So they've got the train starting on the back, and then it rolls right around to the front. So we're working on, they're not even showing the one we're working on right now. They're showing the sleeping car, but they on the outside. They're not actually showing the restaurant car on this one. Yeah, that's the thickness of the manual. We've got a lot. So we've got how many steps here? Well, there's 291 pages of the build. And it looks like somewhere in the middle they're going to start talking to us about the stops along the way. So we said it goes into Eastern Europe. Actually, I was a little bit incorrect on that. It goes as far as Istanbul, all the way into Turkey. Numbers 7 and 8. Now flowers will be at the top. I don't like doing stickers. They're always fussy to get going right. That one's not too bad. There must be some sort of minor difference, aside from printing, on these two stickers, because, oh, I see the mirror pieces of each other. Okay. I was gonna say, it looked very much the same, but no, they're flips. There we go. Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay, so I'll just give you guys a quick close-up on what they look like after I get them installed. All right, so if you can get these to focus properly, maybe, kind of, sort of. You can sort of see that we've got some flowers. Let's put my hand in back in here. Hello. There we go. And I like the way that it's semi-real and semi-Lego flowers. It's pretty cool. It might all be doable with Lego flowers, but I like the way that they've added that detail. So the dining carriage was decorated with beautiful wooden paneling of exotic flowers, is what it says in the manual. All right, so there's paneling on the other side. Which number is this? 4? Okay. This one's just a basket of flowers on a big panel. And of course for this one I have to shake. Lovely. There we go. Got it. Close enough. There's a bubble, but it's right under a leaf, so I don't think you're really going to notice. And if it bugs me too much, I'll just get a pin and prick it. It's not worth peeling the whole thing off for. All right, so it wants one of these underneath just to hold it up. Let's see if we can do this again. Get the lighting. Come on, Lego cam. Maybe? Kinda? Sorta? Hello? There we go. So there's your picture of the other end. Looking quite nice, actually. Are we going to... Come on, readjust, please. Eventually. Okay, so now... Oh, much more minor stuff. Okay, can we get some focus, maybe? Maybe? Wow, that went really screwball. Let's see. There we are, much better. And our zoom got lost. Let's try that. Okay. So setting aside, we're building some more of the details. That 40, it looks like it has a bunch of little bits and bobs, so we'll do our best to show as we can, but it may not show all that well, so I'll try and hold up where I can as well. We'll see if by next week we can get ourselves another camera that's a little bit closer. Okay, we needed this one, another sandwich, and one of the tall ones. That way. Then we've got one of these little like epaulette shaped things. And a brick. Okay, and then what are we doing number 6? The wedge foot things. Where did I put those? I'm going to need one of these. Ah, there's the wedges. That was black double, and then this one on the end that we did just now. To me, I swear, it looks like a house slipper. Yeah, looks like a wedge shape. But I still think it looks like a house slipper. All right. I keep hitting the mic on the way by, so you guys are probably hearing thuds from time to time. I do apologize. And now we've got a hinged bit? I'm not quite sure why it's hinged. We have to make 2 of them. Two times, but how far back 2 times? The whole thing? Probably the whole thing. All right, so this one gets another piece like this. Come on, there we go. Oops. Jumping steps because I thought I remembered everything. That's not good. Right, let's go here. Once again, the gold piece. I dropped it on the floor. Excuse me a second. There we go. So Delenn does derps even in Lego. All right. And then the black tall with bumps on the inside with the house slippers. And there's the second one. So what do we do with these? One on each end. Okay, so we've got it's right up to the edge. All right, and one on the other side. Okay, we're back to with the large painting. Excuse me. You need to make something that looks like it has a light on it. Light for the carriage. All right, and then there's a white clip. Excuse me. About lava. There we go. There's a lot of loving things in my world. Or the love of this, that, the other thing. Oh, let's turn that around. So every Lego piece always has some sort of little wingding or something on it. Because of the way that it's molded, so there's always a little spot that doesn't look great, and I try to, when I can, to hide those imperfections. I don't always remember though, and sometimes it doesn't work because of the direction you need the clip to go. Let's go this way, I guess. So it looks like it's going to show regardless, but maybe I will get some of it hidden. Okay, and that's centered more or less. It's got a window. It doesn't feel right. It went in too easily. No, just this particular fit, I guess. This feels a little weak sauce on this one. Okay, so we've got ourselves the little window section. There we go. Now we're making two more of those the wall things for the other side of the train. So I'm getting a bit of a deja vu. This is a good time to refresh your drinks. Everybody have a hydrate. 2, 4, 6, 8, everybody hydrate! And I shall do the same. Wow, Osmond, lots to say. So these would be, in essence, the mirror section to go with the other part we made earlier, and we have to pick 2 of them. Once again, the one that I keep calling the house slipper. A little bit different though, we don't have the curving section that clips onto things. We do still have the vertical black section. So we can see that we're starting to get down on parts, which is nice. Yeah. Glowy in the way lighting. Okay, let's see what happens. Actually, I'm just gonna try shutting off one of these lights and see what happens. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. It's not great. Alright, so that one. And let's put the little piece on the end. Okay. I'm going to try that. I'm actually going to shut off this light and kick up the camera a little bit and see what we can get out of this. Properties. Configure. That's not great. Yeah, that's worse by far. Okay, well, apologies. We'll just turn that one back on at least. All right, so we've got gold piece. Where did I go? The thing on the side. Last of the little slipper shaped ones for now. Do 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 do. Oops. Where do they want these installed? Alright, so we got those on the ends. Oh, that's neato. Then we use the wheel wells as arches. The use for that piece I never would have expected. And each of those needed more done to it, so I oopsed on that, but that's okay. We can recover. So we need 2 of the black edges on each of them. A little blue section and a black grill with an arch. There we go. 2. Grill with an arch. And little flat blue section at the back. Oops. There we are. Geek Out has changed. We are talking fantasy now. 2 Madeline Engel titles. And Fantastic Sherlock Fox has started up a Hangman game as well. Okay, so that's what we've got for the one end with the arches in place. So I'm assuming then that this is the back end of the train because it looks all sealed off. We're on to bag 5. Yay! So once again, excuse me please while I go and get bag 5. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay, let's see if we can get most of this off screen, just so that we don't end up with a million different pieces in the way and having glares off the camera. Also, I want to see if I can get some zoom in here. That looks a little better. That's not going to be super helpful, but it's better than nothing. Okay, let's see, what can I do here to make this a little bit bigger for you guys? Let's lock that. Ooh, or not. That didn't work at all. Little Z. Aha. Maybe a little bit better? Oh, way too much zoom. And center to screen. Okay. Not ideal, but we are closer. What am I looking for? This one. This one. And go down just a little bit. There we go. All right. This one we've got some doors. A couple of gray sections. There's no baby bag in this one, though, which is kind of interesting. One, two, three. Why is there only 3 of those? Oh, there's 4. Hey, Sachet, how are you doing? Happy Friday to you, too. As you guys can see, we are working on the Orient Express. And I'm just sorting bag number 5. Hopefully your day's been pretty good so far. What have you been up to? I'm assuming probably work. Looking forward to your weekend? Is it lunch break time or is it end of day? 1, 2, 3, 4. You should be working, but I'm so burned out that I'm messing around. Yeah, I can follow that. I could follow that. I mean, one could say I'm messing around myself. I don't know what it is. I thought you guys were aware I had a bug this past week, and I'm trying to recover from that bug, but for some reason, it's making me incredibly itchy. So apologies for scratching my nose so much. It is kind of gross and disgusting, but it's not drippy, so the nose isn't drippy, I mean. Things are sticking to me. That's odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're catching a lot of stuff getting shoved off screen. I've got a bunch of 3D printed little sorting trays. So I'm just dropping stuff in the sorting trays. I had them on screen earlier, but for one, we had a bad zoom, and two, that having them on screen had a lot of glare off the lights. Was not ideal. Okay. Let's see what we want on this one. So it wants to start with the doors and some stickers. And to put them on the main body. Okay, so let's start with the door. We'll grab a window. Oops, which way up? This way up. Oh, the doors are made differently. Aha! Okay. That's neat. Each has a window. This build claim... Oh, that's a good question. Let's see, does the box say... 21,340... Oh, no, I'm wrong. That's the set number. 2,540 pieces. 2,540 pieces. So I got this one for Christmas from Fantastic Sherlock Fox, and it even came with the, they call it Embargo Day box. So it's the cardboard box that has a sticker on it that says, "Do not put this on the shelf before such and such a date," which apparently is quite highly prized by collectors. Yeah, 21,000. No, that's the set number. Oops. And it doesn't have the set number on the manual, does it? No, it does not. But yeah, so that's the engine. And then wraps around to the sleeping car. We're working on the dining car right now. So hopefully it will look something like the one at the bottom of the screen. But these are wanting to have stickers. And it wants, what kind of stickers? Number 14. We have a series of stickers on this sheet. They're all 14, so I guess we'll just start at one end and work our way through. Come on, get off the sheet. Goes at the bottom. Oh boy. Stickers and me are not friends. There we go. Not quite centered. A little disappointed in that one. See how much of trouble the second one is, to see whether or not I go back and redo the first one. Okay, let's do it vertically. See if that will be any better. Yeah, I think I like that better. Can I? Let's see, can I get this easily? Yeah, ooh, I got lucky. Maybe. Come on, you. Stick. Nope. Well, I'm gonna go damage the sticker. Yeah. Alright, let's try again. I hope it looks cool when we're done. We did the track first, and the track turned out to be, I kid you not, 46 inches long, which is huge. So storage is going to be an interesting challenge. Oh, and I did it wrong this time. Come on, you. Sticker's proving to be a bit of a pain. Close enough. Once you get going, you're never going to really notice it. I mean, a collector would notice, but like the people who are really deep into Lego. But I'm doing it because I enjoy it. Alright, so we've got those two. What do you want to bet they're going to make me do the other two next? But yeah, it's going to look so cool. It's pretty big, but I'm enjoying every moment of it. It came with minifigures. We've built 2 so far, so I'll just show you those real quick. See how they turn out in the zoom. That's not bad actually. So they're cute little minifigs, and there's more to it, but those are the ones that we've built so far. Looks like we've got a reporter of some sort and a like a generic old man. So when we're done, I will make sure I have enough minifigs and layout to be able to do a version of the Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie, because I really like that novel. And this train is not going to look like the build I made last season on Dadcraft servers, but I'm happy with it nonetheless. All right. As expected. Yep, of course they want the other side now. More stickers! It's amazing how many details they put in here in terms of directionality. Okay. Let's see if I can get them right the first time this time. I even picked them up. That's a good place to start. Lots of stickers. Definitely lots of stickers on this one. Well, I mean, some of the stickers I don't mind because they're fairly generic items. It'd be sort of silly for LEGO to print these because I don't think they're really going to use this set again, or these stickers again. Not stickers, sorry, doors. Quite the same. So there's no point in printing them. We do have some printed tiles on here actually, which I'll re-show you guys in just a second. Let me get the other door done. Come on. Oh, I had it, then I moved. It didn't stick quite enough. Come on, you, stay. Nope. Too much on the removal tool. A lot of people just use their fingers for stickers, and I don't have a problem with that, but mine, as you can kind of see, are not exactly slim fingers. So sometimes when I'm doing tiles, it's hard to see the end of what's going on to make sure I get them where I want them. We need the LEGO tech writers to teach the IKEA writers. Funny you should mention that, actually. Fantastic Sherlock Fox and I were watching a video just last night about times that LEGO made rather stupid instructions. And the night before we watched one where they actually, in essence, made what could be considered illegal instructions, as in things that are just not physically possible. For example, I mean, pretty basic mistakes like floating pieces on some of their manuals, or pieces that crash through other pieces in impossible sorts of ways. Ooh, sorry to hear that. Rough word. Fantastic Sherlock Fox, rough word. Okay, so we've got those installed. What do we want to do? So I'll show you guys real quick. This is the restaurant car that we've got going so far. And we've got the Orient Express. So these ones, you've seen me put the stickers on the doors, but the other ones that are on here, the numbers, or it says Voiture Restaurant, and excuse my French, and the Orient Express on this side, as well as the same thing on the other side, those are printed tiles. Printed stickers, or not printed stickers, printed pieces. And apparently, in order to get a printed one, the designers actually have sort of a limited number of pieces. And so in order to get something printed, they actually have to give up extra slots of tiles, or keep calling them tiles, of pieces in order to be able to get permission to get things printed. So there's a limited number of things. And stickers are generally a go, regardless. But the printed pieces, they need approvals for. says on the manual in very... Whoa, lordy, where'd that go? Hello. I didn't bump the camera that badly. Let's see what we can do. Properties, we're gonna have to do... Oops. Actually turn yourself off, please. The camera has crashed. Alrighty. We can do this the old-fashioned way. Well, please excuse us for just 1 second. Where's the other end? Nope. Okay. I'm gonna try and set up one change here. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna try be right back and then see if we can get the camera to cooperate better. Okay, we're back. We'll see if that's any better. We've got a little bit more focus. So it's not great, but what can you do? It's not something I've done every single day, so we don't always have all the pieces. Let's put this one in. And that one in. Then we're locking in a bit of the corners, so that at least the door can't come off. I have no idea what song this is. High Coast Beat by Smartface. Interesting. Oops, wrong way. This way. Okay, now we're making some buffer zones, or some, let's buffer some, the caps. Osmond is really noisy today. I think it's more that I just notice it more. The funny thing, I don't notice a whole lot when I'm actually playing Minecraft, and I should notice more. And then when I'm doing Lego, I notice a ton, and I wish Osmond would be quieter. But then again, I mean, it's more that it's all pre-programmed material. I'll turn this over. So Geek Out has changed to Pop Culture Party category Literature, 2 magazines about food or cooking. I'm sure we should be able to get this one. Yeah, Cooks Illustrated and Bon Appetit. Yep. Sometimes you can even get other ones. Good Housekeeping will have recipes in them. They're not about cooking per se. Oh, the Food Network actually has one as well. Food Network has their own magazine. And then there's, I'm trying to remember which one it was. There's always one that's talking about, eat these recipes for guaranteed weight loss, which is, a big load of not true. Okay. We can roll that one. Oh, I forgot to show you guys something that's a little bit new. It wasn't put in just for today. I've had it for a few days, but I forgot to mention its existence. But if you want to type exclamation point hill, this is what you get. Maybe not. Yeah. There we go. 3, 2, 1. And that cheats. It was supposed to roll you down the hill. But yeah. So she gets a hill reset. And if anybody is in the mood for a classic Plinko game, you can always try Plinko, which is exclamation point bounce. And apparently my character is terrible at both of those today. Okay, that, those, and I need the smaller ones on each side. I get everything? That looks right. 2 times. Ah, okay. Yeah, so I have to build each of these caps twice. So I guess I'm back to build another one of those. But then there's also the good old classic Champion of the Hill, which I'm trying to figure out how to get it to award VIP and allow people to steal it, because I don't have much else going on with VIP, so that could actually be, it could actually make a decent, what's the word? I don't remember what the word is. A decent crown, I guess, to get to pass around. That one, that one. What am I missing? So this one fits on here, and that one fits on this side. Huh, okay. And this one doesn't have anything it fits underneath. Underneath it, okay. There's one cap. Redo that. So back up we go. I'm hearing noises above me, so I think my kids are starting to get home from school. Which means we are probably just over half an hour away from me taking a break, but we'll see where we are at in the build. Because I want to pause when it makes sense to pause. Yay! Whoa, oops. Well, that's no good when it's behind me. Yeah. 5.7 seconds to the finish. Where is Lego minigames? Put this one down. There, that would have worked better. So 5.7 seconds. And then with just hill reset for the mods. Okay, we've got this one. So when you start to see the countdown, if that's something that you want to be in on, then we can actually even set up races for everybody. But also, when you see the countdown start, if you are fast and you get your exclamation point hill in there as well, then you can join in that particular race. I'm aware that lag causes problems for that. I'm trying to remember what exactly all the instructions are for that one. Where did I put... I have the instructions up for that one. There we go. It's a pixel plush product for those of you that are streamers. And the hill race rules. Okay. Yeah, so if we queue hill, then it'll pause it and set up the hill for everybody, and then we can actually run a game on that one. But Geekout has changed again. Disney live action, 2 actresses who have played princesses. This is one I will have no clue. What awful movie do you love? Okay, that's an easy one. So today's question of the day, awful movie that you love? I would say the awful movie I love is actually a series of them. We were talking about it, and I actually get a kick out of some of the absolutely horrible Ernest P. Worrell films. So things like Ernest Goes to Camp and Ernest Saves Christmas and so forth. I actually quite like the Halloween one. I think it's Ernest Scared Stupid. They're corny, bit of fluff you just put on in the background and kind of ignore it while you do other things. And it worked really well during COVID. We actually had a watch party with my brother's family, and because he's in a different city than we are, and so we had a watch party with him. And he put that on from his end, and we just sat and, basically text chatted back and forth while that was on. We'd actually watched, Christmas Carol earlier in the evening, and the general extended family consensus with grandparents and such was, okay, that's all well and good, but we are not watching this craziness. So that's fine. My brother's family and I watched it, and everybody else went to bed. That was their choice. Yeah, we did a few. Didn't do a whole lot in the way of watch parties for everything, but we did Christmas Carol because it's kind of a family tradition, and there was one being shown from a theater in our city that they'd put together. It did a good job too, but where the characters remained really far apart, and they had a much stripped down cast. Hey, Mama Bear, how are you doing? Good to see you. Very good to see you. We are working on bag, 5, I think, of about 23 of these. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. So how's your Friday shaping up for you? We are working on the dining car for our train. Oh, come on. There we go. Just wanted to lock the roof in. Okay. It's neat because the dining car has little doors that we can open. Oops, the other way. And we can see sort of inside, kind of hard to see at the moment. Let's see if I can get some more light in from this end. We've got very detailed pictures. You can kind of see in the reflections there on both ends. And this dining car is the, what did it catch on? Oh, it's the back section of the train. So it's got the lights and so on. That's the end that we closed off. We've got an open section at the other end, and you can actually see down inside. And we've got the starting of some seating inside, and what looks like probably going to be the bar or the kitchen representation. Hopefully you've been having a good week so far. Ooh, more stickers. So these are more of the brown stickers. And they both have number 6 on them. How can they do that? Oh, 5 on one and 6 on the other. Okay. So once again, I hate placing stickers. This has quite a lot of stickers. I mean, they're lovely detailed stickers, but they're still stickers nonetheless. Yes. From the side instead and see if that gets them any more even. Friday's been busy with the granddaughter. I have a headache now. Yeah, sounds like she's been busy and loud. What sorts of things does she get up to when she's over at your place? Sounds like quite an adventure to be over there. Oops. Uh-oh. Come on, let's not wreck the stickers. Certainly I am not a professional at placing stickers. There we go. She's 3. Oh, not that loud, but very busy. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, 3-year-olds either... Sometimes they can be either, you know, you entertain them, or if you don't, you never know what kind of trouble they're going to try and get into. And other times they can be somewhat self-sufficient, but then it seems to me the self-sufficient ones also turn out to be sassy. I'm not quite sure why. My niece is really, really sassy. I don't remember my kids being like that, but maybe it's just that they wouldn't get away with it. I'm not really sure. And it's not necessarily a get away with part, but, you know, little kids learn where the walls are, right? And they push them for all they're worth. You go over in the morning, and sometimes she wants to come back here. Sometimes she wants to stay at her house. It's harder for me when we stay over there. Yeah, I can imagine. Strong, independent woman. Ah, so you've got a bit of a three-nager. Yep. Yep. Yeah, my mom says the same thing about our kids. I mean, it's not so bad now that they're a good bit older than that, but they are still a bit of a handful at times. I hope I put that on the right end. I think I did. Oops. So we're on to bag 6. Okay. Now this looks more like a boat. But you can start to see what we're looking at for scale and for the look. Actually, what are we at for scale anyways? Physical size here. Let's see. So this one comes out to be just shy of 14.5 inches. That's a pretty big piece. And we've got another one of these plus the engine to do. Okay, let's see. Bag 6. Excuse me a second. Nine. Six. Okay. Some of the bags are numbered with these big numbers that have the dot on them, which make them pretty easy to see. Other bags, unfortunately, are labeled like this. So we've got little numbers down here that are right side up. That's how I figured that was a 9. But they're just not consistent as to what's what. I'm sure there's probably a reason for it back at the Lego factory, but definitely not so helpful for trying to find the right bag. Okay, let's start with the bigger ones. Stay. Wants to roll off. Oops, I bumped the mic again. I've been doing that all day. Just bumping the mic over and over and over again. So the reason I don't have the sorting trays on camera is because they are white, which is fine, but that's got quite a glare off of things, and I want to save everybody's vision. Oops. Okay, we've got 2 of those. Chairs, yay! I love the chairs. They're awesome. A couple of bases. What else have we got? Oh, it looks like we've got the conductor in this one. Or no, the waitress, pardon me. Waitress in a tux, that's an interesting one. Might need to 3D print a dedicated train shelf? Possibly. I'm not sure how we're going to get that going. 3D printing is awesome. It helps a lot. But unfortunately, the disadvantage to the 3D printing is you still have to hang it. And that's great, but nobody in our house likes drywall screws. I hate dealing with drywall screws. What I might end up doing is maybe taking Fantastic Sherlock Fox's suggestion, and instead of drywall screws, maybe I will find an area that already has other Legos below it, and and try to, what's the word? I can't even think of what the word is I'm looking for. And try to print a train support that can go over top of the other Lego. That's a maybe. You know, we'll have to figure this out. I mean, 46 inches is pretty big. That's definitely by far the largest train I have. I do have the Hogwarts, one of the Hogwarts Express sets, not the most recent one, but one of the earlier releases. And it's one with some King's Cross station to it, which looks good, but it's taking up the one spot that might actually have fit this. So maybe I'll move that train and then put this one over there. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Enough little bits, that's fine, we'll just leave them there. So we'll start with this bag. Stay. I swear that head wants to roll away. One, 2, 3. We've got containers that I'm pretty sure are going to get these little jewels in them as stoppers at the top. I'm trying not to lean into the camera because if I go too far, you can see the top of my head. So that and the microphone doesn't pick up as well because I'm slouching. Oh, neato. We've got printed tiles of slices of lime. Wonder what other sets they use that in to make it worth printing. Move this one because it's by itself. There's the gal's hair. Excuse me. All right. We're starting to get into the details. First thing they want is one of those bases. Direction. Interesting word. I wonder what we're making here. Looks like a dining table of sorts. Oops. Actually, watch what I'm doing. This direction. That. I like little plates and cups and stuff they've got on here. It's really neat. There's a plate thing there. A cup on this side. Oop. On that side. Is that person going to reach it? Okay, in the little tray, got a gold piece, clear piece, and these like muffin cup things. And they're turning it into a lamp. Kind of a neat itty bitty lamp. Our table. And then we have another plate. And it wants to have a wine glass of sorts. All right. Oops, plate's on the wrong side. And I have to do it twice. All right. It's a neat little table setting. And it very much works for being on a train. Actually, the funny part to me is I was thinking about, I wonder what would happen if they actually had locks on the tables. So like, sort of like a Lego bump on the real, that'd be kind of neat if they had those on a real train, because it would keep things from sliding off when you go and eat. This one can fit. I know it's ahead of time, but it will fit. And then we can go make the lamp. Come on. Pieces, please. Thank you. Oops, wrong way up. We've got a gold section that has a little pin on the top, and then it wants to go through a stud that's actually hollow in the middle. And then the cup thing, really, it would go together like that direction. But we're flipping it around, and then that's our lamp. Lego has indeed gotten pretty good at capturing flavor. I mean, I wouldn't want to eat it, but I know what you mean, like the decorative elements. So there's our two tables. And I completely missed the boat and did not put some of the stuff on the front that I'd asked for. Oops. And they ask for it in a particular order so that things don't break when you're trying to put it together. There's one. That looks better. You couldn't do this level of detail in the sets from 30 years ago. No, I mean 30 years ago they didn't have the level of injection molding processes to be able to do all the little tiny fiddly bits. Definitely. But I would say 30 years ago they also didn't have the designer minds that quite got it in the same way. Okay, so these are on. I thought interesting. So I thought these were going to be chair bases, but it turns out they're the table bases. But the glare is a little rough. Let's see what we can do about that. I'm spending so much time today with this. There we go. I mean, it's dark, but yeah, there's your tables. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Bring this one up. And this other one down. Okay, well, we're halfway there. So we've got train and little tables, and let's see what we have next. Chairs! Yay! Okay. We're going to do this 4 times. It only shows 2, but then there's 2 going the other direction. Oops, where are these? Three, 4. Let's grab this one. All right. There's one arm. It's actually a nice change not to have the bump all the way up. Oops. Okay, so first side in. Then this piece goes on to make it square. These decorative bits are your favorite part of Legos. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to show them in the camera, but they're definitely a lot of fun to put together. There we go. And then one more arm on this side. I know why they're doing them the way they are. It's because they want to make it mirrored so that you don't actually see the awful bottom. And that's the part that's going to go against the wall. The opposite direction for one. I was going to go for another 15 minutes and see where we're at. So most likely only till 1. Our time, that is. We're on mountain time, so I've got about another 15 minutes or so. So as you guys can see, it would be a really big pile of work to push the whole train through, so it's definitely not going to happen in one day. Guaranteed. Okay, there's one. One, two. The new game of Hangman has started. It appears to be a 5-letter word. A is in there, E and T are not. Wow, very, very sleepy music. Very chill. The big key difference between these two chairs is really which direction the chair part inside faces. The rest of it's all the same. Okay, so there's our 4 chairs. Just making sure you guys can see that. They're all green, dark green. Royal! Ah! Nicely done. Good catch. Alright, so we turn it around. We need to make the bottom section there. Oh, nope, not those. These. And 2, come on. And this one. And a straight strip. Where did I put that piece? There it is. Hunting for the right pieces. Alright, and this one sits down underneath. So it looks like it's going to be the bar, I'm assuming then. And we've got more lamps and such. One piece. That might explain why it wasn't fitting. And it just fits on the floor. Okay. Odd. That's what it asks for, I guess. Looks weird. hill. Oops, let's just do this. And Fox beat me. 3.883 seconds. And Fantastic Shock Fox in 3.217. Odd, I did not expect it to reset the camera. Okay. It did. Let's move on to the next one. What we got here? Question of the day, you'll go Twister for an awful movie you love. Is Twister really so awful? I guess The Flying Cow is pretty bad. What do we got? The Flying Cow is probably the worst. Where did I put that bit? Looking for... Yeah, misplaced a small piece. That's okay. I think I have one I could use instead. It's not the same color, but it will do. Yeah, misplaced it. Oh well. We'll use one of those instead then. This is why you keep your extra pieces. I'm willing to bet I have one in my spare box, actually. Aha! Yes, I do, because I've actually used my brain to the other tray. The tray that's off camera. Alright. Yeah. Yes, okay. Twister is indeed formulaic in the extreme. And you know that they have a plot reason that the character has to survive right till the end. So, totally plot armor. And then 2. Panel across the end. And one of those weird seat-shaped things. There we go. I knocked a piece off and I convulsively like smacked my knees together trying to make sure things didn't fall down on my lap, which is dumb because it never left the table. Alright. So this goes on top of that. And there's something else I need to put in. So this has a mirror. Oh, lovely. With a sticker. Yay! Nice reflective sticker, too. A very mirroring sticker. The problem with this one, though, it's on the inside. So it's the kind that everybody loves to hate. There we go. Actually, not too bad for once. So you can see it is nice and reflective, like quite literally. I catch the light just right. It's pretty bright. Okay, so that goes underneath. Oh, fit. There we go. There we go. So we've got the mirror in the back. You can actually see the Lego parts in it. It's kind of hard to see, but we can sort of see the bumping from here reflected in the mirror. It's kind of cool. Well done, Lego. Well done on that one. All right. I'm glad you think so. For actresses who have played princesses, Julia Roberts for one, and possibly Cameron Diaz. Yeah, I guess so. I can't remember which movie that they were in, but... Oh! Duh. Emma Watson. Should have remembered that one. Because, of course, Belle became a princess. And Anne Hathaway? Okay. Which one did each of these play? Because I can't recall all of them. So this one goes on top over here. Yeah, I guess it is Disney, right? No, that's fine. I think that actually might have been a Disney project regardless. I always forget which properties Disney owns, so I could be completely and utterly out to lunch. Right, like there was a day that it was clearly Miramax, but I don't even remember which films are Miramax anymore. We're making the bar drinks at the back, the bottles and such. And it does want, as predicted, it does want one of the gems jammed in the top. But I do like that we've got ourselves a halfway full bottle. Lego doesn't do that all that often. You can see, just sort of half filled. It's pretty neat. And then there goes the green one. That sits on top of this. Oh, right-hand side. Come on. There we go. Okay, what have we got? Here's gray. Little gray platter with a lime on the side. Very big lime. But I mean, hey, that's Lego for you. You can only get so much detail. It's a printed lime nonetheless, and we have a spare tile for it. Which in that case, I'm going to switch to the other one, because its tile printing is a little bit more centered. Here's our lime. Sort of, maybe. Yeah, you can see it's all split. And then we've got another cup on it. Yes. Good question. I haven't watched a whole ton of movies, so I really don't know. This bit, I'll say at the moment, is a little weak sauce because it's not, the bar isn't like pinned together to be one piece. I thought it would be, but they didn't. But I mean, hey, can't expect everything. Bag 7. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Did I miss something? A little surprised because I've got this kind of door-shaped piece, and I'm not sure what I missed. No, I guess we didn't. I don't see anywhere that it goes. Huh, okay. Backed up the little pieces, clean out the dish. We also have extra plates. Oops. Extra plates, extra cups. Actually, I'll throw a lot of the extras in my little scoop tray. That might make more sense. There we go. and the unknown pieces, just in case they become known. I should probably put the other character's head together. No pressure. Okay, so we've got... Oops, come on. We have ourselves a rather smiley tuxedoed waitress who would be glad to take your order. And she goes into the cup. All right, this is a good spot because it is the top of the hour. We are just about to start knolling another bag. So I think it's a great place to stop so that I don't end up with pieces all over the place. But I wanted to just quickly switch over to the chat screen so that I could actually show you what we've got so far in a bit of a better camera. So we've got far too much track, which I'm not going to bother showing that part off. We've got the end of the train, and then we've got our side of our restaurant car. Okay, there's the other end. You can sort of see inside and see the art on the walls. And we've got ourselves a bar section and some tables with little food thingies ready to go. So yeah, we have a lot of glare. We need to figure that one out between now and next week. But I think I'm going to call her there, and we will head over to Jade. She will be probably heading back to Lego fairly soon. And I will do the same thing again next week, I believe. Provided that we don't have any collisions on Fridays, we'll just do Friday after Friday after Friday till we get this one done. And in the meantime, I want to say thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate everybody that came through and stayed for a while, whether you chatted or not, or just simply sat and hung out. So thank you, everybody. And let's get that raid started before I say something accidental. And there we go. Ooh, I have buttons. I have buttons today. Let's see if we can get the mischief managed.
Mischief managed.
That indeed it was, with a lot of pieces. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you very, very much to ITT Tom for the raid. It's always appreciated. Thank you very much to Terrier Darts and Fantastic Sherlock Fox for spending a few of their points, and for Benson and Fantastic Sherlock Fox again, as well as Zerk, keeping us in line and keeping out the distractors. Also, thank you very much to everybody for chat, including Yellow, Mama Bear, ITT Tom, Pristine Frog, Wolfen, Minneapolis Mel, Edge of Human, Terrier Darts, and Sashay Away. So once again, if you're just hanging around, lurking, working, whatever, I hope you have yourself a fantastic weekend, and I will see you on the Jade side. Until Monday, I'll be back playing Minecraft on Monday, so I hope you have yourselves a great weekend. Bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.